So here is my Star Wars room, and I had this built, well, I say built, the room existed. It became a Star Wars collector's room when I moved into this house in 2006, and I just keep adding to it, and as you can see by all the things on the floor, I need a good sort out. So there are things in this room that I've forgotten I've bought. So for example, can't remember buying that. I thought I already had it on the pegs over there. What else have we got? What are these? The Black Series. Yeah, that's that driver. Princess Leia. Start on the middle display here. So I just wanted like a small cabinet in the middle of the room. And my original idea for these cabinets were vintage Star Wars, but not necessarily toys. So nothing to do with the 3 3/4 inch figures, nothing to do with the vehicles, but things like board games, masks and other things like lunch boxes and what have you. But I ended up having to put my Millennium Falcon, my childhood Millennium Falcon in there, because I was running out of space. So I'll just start by looking at this one. So starting on the top shelf, we've got my original Return of the Jedi Star Wars Book of Masks, and I punched out every single mask and attached elastic. And then my original Star Wars watch. Now I remember getting this one Christmas, I'm not sure, I think it might have been Christmas '85, and I just thought it was a watch, a watch with Star Wars written on it, and I was sat watching telly that Christmas day after opening this, and I heard the Star Wars music coming from the box. Now I had no idea that the watch played the Star Wars theme tune when the alarm went off, and the alarm must have been set, and it went off in the box, and I hadn't got a clue what was going on. And at the back we've got Super 8 Star Wars film, and it's not the entire film, it's just selected scenes. So this is before the VHS was released, and you got the film on a film, a little Super 8 film reel. I've not tried it because I've not got the right projector. And here we've got the Dixie cups. So there's like various scenes from the film. I think they're all from the first film. Yeah, I think they're all from the original Star Wars film. And then we've got a sealed box here. So there's all the different designs. Make a Star Wars stand-up button. Fascinating. There's like some offer there, but like I said, it's sealed. 97 cents, I think. It cost me a lot more than that. I think it was about £20. I think I got that off Facebook Marketplace. And this cup here, this we had made for our wedding, because we had a sweet stall, not a sweet stall, like a sweet table, and instead of having the sweets in bags, we wanted to have cups. So I designed this on Photoshop and then sent it to a company that printed on cups, and I wanted it to look retro. So that is how they would have done a cup back in 1977. You know, just like a generic Starfield, and like just like the classic image of R2-D2 and C-3PO and the Stormtroopers. And there we go. Even got the date of our wedding on there. Moving on to the second shelf, got a couple of board games. So you've got the original Escape from the Death Star board game by Palitoy, and then the French version, which was released by Parker Brothers. And you've got a plush Wockling. Can't remember who this one is. Milani the Ewok. Well, these are actually Wocklings, so these are like baby Ewoks. I know they did the slightly larger Nisa and Wicket. Speaking of Wicket, I've got a quite scary Wicket costume there, and I've got it's like a poncho. So if you wanted to dress up as one of your favourite characters back in the 80s, you had to wear one of these things. It's basically a poncho that just sort of went over your head and your arms came out of here, with a plastic mask. This isn't my childhood one because I didn't have one back in the day. I bought this about a few years ago, and yes, I did try it on and it didn't fit. But what I did have when I was younger is this Luke Skywalker mask. Now, I could never understand why they made a mask of Luke Skywalker, because it just looked like a generic person. You know, you can understand them making an Ewok mask or a Darth Vader or a Yoda mask or a Chewbacca mask. But for any of the human characters, they should have just not bothered, because that is the stuff of nightmares. Almost looks like an Auton from Doctor Who. And the last shelf in this cabinet, so I've got an empty box of C-3POs that I picked up at Star Wars Celebration 4 in Los Angeles. Best before March 1985. And here we've got the partially filled Empire Strikes Back sticker album. Oh, there's more than I thought. Now this isn't mine. I bought this from a toy fair. But all my sticker albums, I remember them being Panini. And in 1983 when I started collecting Star Wars, but I think the following summer I started collecting the stickers for this. As you can see, this is figurine Panini. But I could not find a single sticker album, so I had loads of stickers, but every newsagent I went into never had the sticker album, and I managed to pick this up 15 years later in London. I just didn't have the heart to stick all my stickers in it, because I've still got all the stickers, but I just didn't want to stick my stickers in this book, even though I wanted this so badly in 1983, 84. So, I mean, I will have to display my stickers at some point with this album. Another thing I never had back in the day was a Star Wars lunchbox. I had a Snoopy lunchbox, but my friend had this, and I was always quite envious. And of course it came with the flask. I think I got this off Facebook as well. And we've got the Star Wars collector's case and the Empire Strikes Back collector's case, and that sticker was on the back. It just fell off, so I just left it there. And then we've got a sealed Clipper Darth Vader bop bag, and this thing weighs a ton. For what it is, it's really heavy. I mean, it's obviously got something in the base of it to weigh it down, but I just assumed you'd like blow it up and then fill the base with sand or something, but it must already come pre-weighted. Now moving on to the second cabinet, got an R2-D2 soap model there. That's from back in the day. I got that from I can't remember where I bought that from. It's some sort of like hardware store type place. And we've got the Chewbacca's Space Notes. An R2-D2 collectible eraser. It's still on the card. And there's the little pencil toppers there. And the Helix wooden pencil box. Now this thing, I can't remember where I got this from. I think it was eBay. But I got it because it was quite an oddity. It's basically sticky tape, but with Star Wars Return of the Jedi on it, or Star Wars 3. And I've done some research. I asked Gus Lopez and Stephen Sansweet, and they seem to think it was for cinemas to tape on the, to sort of tape off on the floor where people would queue. But they were quite stumped because they'd never seen it before, which is very interesting. I can't remember how much I paid for this, to be honest. I want to say £100. But I don't think I paid that much. I don't think I would have paid £100 for a roll of sellotape. It might be like 40 or 50. But yeah, this is one of the most odd items that I own. And then this one is, I think it's just a cassette for one of those little projector things. Yeah, it's. Yeah, so this one's the just Destroy the Death Star scene. So yeah, there was 4 to collect. There was there was 2 Star Wars. There was Destroy the Death Star and Battle in Hyperspace, but you could also get the Bionic Woman and the $6 Million Man. I need to get one of these so I can actually see if it works. But yeah, I can't remember where I got this from. I tend to buy stuff and then just throw them in this room and then just forget that I've got it. Next up we've got the Return of the Jedi painting competition that I entered but didn't hear back from. So I would have been in group 2. So the different age groups painted different scenes. So if you was 4 to 6, you painted an Ewok scene on the Endor. Group 2, you painted Jabba the Hutt and his palace and his cronies. And if you were in group 3, you drew a space battle. So this would have been 84, I think, 83, 84. So I would have been 8 or 9. So I would have painted Jabba the Hutt. So yeah, there was 1,000 runners-up prizes of Star Wars posters, but unfortunately didn't win one. And I must have picked up 2 of these because obviously I've not filled the entry form in, so I think I just got this as like a souvenir. And then we've got an actual newspaper clipping there from when the film got released in early 1978. And a Return of the Jedi colouring book that I got a few years ago. And as you can see, not been coloured in. And then the next shelf down, that's my original X-Wing. I'm quite pleased how white it is and it's not yellowed in any way. And the battle damage stickers are still stuck on. I know my battle damage TIE Fighter, I wish I'd not stuck them on because they've just started curling and peeling off. And then my original Millennium Falcon, as I mentioned before. And down here, I'm trying to hold my breath because this smell isn't the best because it's like 15 candles all mixed together. It just smells horrendous. There are some nice ones. These are the there was 2 different variations of these candles. There was ones with just the candles in the set, and then there was the deluxe set with these bases. I'm never going to light them. There's no need to light them because, you know, you can smell them without actually lighting them. I've got my vintage Han Solo pistol, and then there's the Black Series Stormtrooper helmet. So on to the other cabinets. So on top we've got various boxes. Now a lot of these boxes were, well, the toys in fact, were from my childhood, and some are from eBay. So I've got the TIE Interceptor there, and the original white TIE Fighter that I didn't own like 30 odd years ago. I got the battle damage one, which we'll see in a sec. Then we've got the Droid Factory, complete with the three-legged R2-D2, and this bottom piece is the cardboard Cloud City playset that I got from Las Vegas from Rogue Toys. It's not in the best of shape, but I just got it because it was there and it was complete. And then next we've got my original Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and when I got this years ago, I bought it second hand, so it didn't come with a box, so I ended up getting a boxed one off eBay, taking the one out of the box, selling that separate, so my original Darth Vader's TIE Fighter now has an original box, Palatoy one as well. And here's my original battle damaged TIE Fighter, and as you can, like I was saying before, as you can see, the stickers are all peeling off, and I did actually stick. Now I always kick myself for doing this. I actually stuck one on Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, which I wish I never did. Then moving down, we've got the first Jabba's Dungeon playset with the Klaatu, Skiff-Guard, Nikto and 8D8 figures. I haven't got the second, more rarer Jabba the Hutt Dungeon playset yet, but if if that's complete with the figures, then the prices for that skyrocketed. And we've got my Cloud Car collection down here. So my original, that's my original Cloud Car there, and then I think my science teacher gave it to me because it was in a box for like the jumble sale, and I saw it sticking out at the top of the box, and I was like, oh, how much do you want for that? He said, oh, just take it. It didn't have the canopies, so eventually I sourced them off eBay, and then I bought a boxed Palatoy Cloud Car, which I think is it's a much brighter orange than the Kenner one. So there's a Cloud Car pilot in each of the cockpits there. There's one there, so I think I've got 5 in total. 6 including the carded one there. Yeah, so the Cloud Car pilot was a figure that eluded me for years, and I think I'm just making up for the fact I never had one when I was younger by buying all the Cloud Car pilots. So moving on to the other cabinet, that's my original Rebel Transport box, B-Wing Fighter and Darth Vader's Star Destroyer, and there's a couple of R2-D2s there. And here we have my collection of Princess Leia dolls. Sorry, large size action figures. So we've got the Kenner one there, and that was the first one I got. And then we've got, you can see, this is the Palatoy one, and then we've got this one's Clipper, which was Netherlands, I believe. For some reason, it was sold in the UK. for $1.95. If only they were that price now. And my prized possession is this mint French Meccano one. I mean, this was really well looked after. I don't think it's sealed. No, it's not sealed. I don't think any of these are sealed. But yeah, this is the French version. And I think they all come with the comb and the brush and the hairstyles booklet. It's got a Repro badge there. I think it's Repro. Yeah, I think the C means copy. Some guy who bought it off from a toy fair said it was a copy. I mean, it does look old because they've even like photocopied the rust. And then moving down, we've got our Jabba's diorama with a couple of vintage figures mixed in with modern. That's the variant of Luke Jedi with a blue lightsaber. And that's before they realised his lightsaber was going to be green, and then they changed it to green. R2-D2 serving drinks. Han Solo just coming out of carbonite. And then moving down is the Rebel Transport, which I didn't really play with. I don't think any of us did. I think it was just a glorified carry case. And then we've got my original B-Wing with some modern figures there. And then moving down to the bottom, got over a couple of Darth Vader figures there. Got the Celebration 3 exclusive talking Darth Vader, and the 500th figure with the removable helmet, and the Tatooine sail skiff, the Tatooine skiff above the Sarlacc, and I think that's the only toy of the Sarlacc we've ever got. And I have taken the because it did come with that beak, that Little Shop of Horrors style beak that was added in the special editions. Nobody wants that, so I just took it out and just hid it under there. In this corner, got some random boxes. Got the Rancor, talking Chewbacca, and no doubt the batteries are still in there. We've got the new modern vintage collection Slave 1, and the box for the Land Speeder, and the Pride displays diorama, and Luke in his underpants, and the vintage collection X-Wing and Y-Wing. Got a Build-A-Bear. Nope, batteries are dead in that as well. Got a Meerkat BB-8. I think there's a Snow Speeder and a TIE Fighter there. The vintage collection of books, including the can't remember his name, David Kellerman book. I got that from Celebration Europe in 2007. $14.99. Now it goes for £400. And then moving down, we've got Darth Vader's TIE Fighter from the Power of the Force 2 collection. And I think there's my Power of the Force 2 Land Speeder down there. And now for the figures. So the majority of these are my original figures from 30 odd years ago. I think it was Christmas 1983 when I first started getting Star Wars toys. So this shelf are all the original Star Wars toys, apart from that Boba Fett there. That's the vintage collection, the one with the rocket firing mechanism. And then we've got Blue Snaggletooth encased in a cylinder there. And then the Vintage Collection Grand Moff Tarkin that we never got back in the day because nobody wanted to play with old men, and that's probably why we never got Grand Moff Tarkin or Uncle Owen, but we did get Old Ben. Then there's a couple of vintage catalogues there, and a couple of stickers from the Early Bird set, not the original Early Bird set, the re-release from, I think it was 2005, which is obviously you can see the backdrop in there. And then the Empire Strikes Back shelf. With some product posters that came with the some of the toys, some of the play sets. And we've got some more catalogues there. We've got the French-Canadian catalogue that apparently came with the French-Canadian Sandcrawler, which still haven't managed to track down. I mean, I'll be quite happy to just get a standard Sandcrawler, but for a nice boxed one, you're looking at about £1,000 plus. I've got a couple of variations down there. I'm not really a variant collector, but the bigger variants I like to collect. So you've got the standard Bespin layer, and then the turtleneck layer. Basically, they've not painted a neck, so they call it turtleneck layer, not turtlehead layer. That's that's something completely different. And then we've got the Ugnaughts. And the next shelf down is all the Return of the Jedi figures. I've got another variant there, the camouflage lapel Han Solo in trench coats. And we've got a mystery figure there. I can't remember what this is. I think it's the Emperor. It's either the Emperor or the Rancor Keeper. But yeah, I bought that from I bought that from a toy fair. And then we've got a boxed Sy Snootles and the Rebo band with the notorious Max Rebo, who always fades on his arms and head, sometimes his legs. And then we've got the Return of the Jedi catalogues there. And then moving on to the last shelf, the infamous Last 17. So these are all my originals except, which ones were they? So the ones I was missing and couldn't find back in the day was Romba, the Ewok, Barada, the Skiff Guard, and General Lando. So as soon as I signed up for eBay, first thing I did was look for those three figures and managed to get them all in mint condition. There's my Rancor Monster, and just behind it is a bag from a toy shop where we got most of my toys from, and that is Toy and Hobby, which was a big chain of toy shops in the UK. I think they used to be called Zodiac Toys. I'm not sure if they were the same company or not. But when Toys R Us came to these shores, poor old Toy and Hobby went into administration, or I don't know. Quite sad, really. And there's quite a few of my card backs with the Toy and Hobby sticker on. We noticed I've also got a sealed Salacious Crumb for no reason whatsoever, because I got one with my Jabba player set. And then we've got this exclusive Star Wars poster that was given out in toy and hobby stores. And the only graded figure I've got, graded carded figure, I've got for a reason. So this figure was my first ever Star Wars figure. Not this particular figure. That's somewhere else. Not sure where I've put it. But my first ever Star Wars figure was R2-D2 with sensor scope. So I thought it would be nice to get, you know, a mint on card. Well, I say mint on card, it's got a yellow bubble, but other than that, it's in good shape. And that's the only time I've actually wanted to go out and buy a graded carded figure. This one, Reuse. The reason why I bought this was because it was like a running joke with me and my dad towards the end of the Return of the Jedi line. Every toy shop and every supermarket we went into, the only Star Wars figures that they had was either Nick-2 or not Nick-2, Klaatu, or Reuse. So I just got this just because it was. It just reminds me of when me and my dad was trying to find the last few Star Wars figures, and we could only ever find Reuse. And then moving down here, got my nice minty Tatooine sail skiff that I bought from Celebration Europe. I don't think it's got the inserts though, that's the only thing it's missing. They keep calling it the Tatooine sail skiff. It's not the Tatooine sail skiff, it's the Tatooine skiff. But it's complete with the instructions and the planetary map. And then going down here, again we've got the other peg warmer, Klaatu. This one's not graded, it's just in a star case. And then we've got just a Palitoy Empire Strikes Back product poster. And then the Imperial Troop Transporter. So this one's got my Imperial Shuttle in, which until 2001 I never knew existed. Because even though it was released in the UK, it was extremely rare, and it wasn't in any like magazines that I saw. It wasn't really advertised, so I only found out about this in 2001 when I walked into a toy shop in Scarborough, and they had two of them. Then we've got my mini rigs down the side there. And then my Empire Strikes Back display arena. Now unfortunately one of the pictures is a repro, it's that one there. So I do eventually want to get a replacement for that. But it's got the original instructions. I just stuck some random figures on there, like some spare figures I got. And then onto the rest of the mini rigs. So there's the Tatooine sail skiff, sorry, one-man sail skiff, and a few of the other mini rigs at the back. My original Slave 1. My Boba Fett figure, well that's another Boba Fett figure, and Han Solo in Carbonite, and just behind that, I don't know if you can see that, that's the bounty hunter capture log, where you could like send off the names from the cards of the Star Wars figures and get rewards, like, you know, extra figures and accessories. And we've got the signature there of the late Jeremy Bulloch. I think he gave me that for free actually, because I've met him and got his autograph, and then he let me have that for free, which was nice of him. And the next one is the Hoth Ice Planet playset, which was basically the same as the Land of the Jawas, but instead of a sandcrawler you've got the AT-AT. and the base is moulded in white. Sorry, I keep hitting the glass with my camera lens. And then I've got my original Meccano Joe. That was 50p from like a discount store, which was down the road from me, and they had like a basket full of these. I just wish I'd bought them all. I think that was in 1986 I got that, but I took it off the card, as you can see. And then we've got my only 12 back. It's not graded, it's just in an acrylic case. I think this is the most I've ever paid for a Star Wars figure, and I got this from Celebration 4. I think it was about $350, so it was about £180 at the time. But yeah, I just wanted to own a 12 back. And that's one of my original Tauntauns there. I don't know where the other one is. It's probably in the box somewhere. And then at the top we've got the 2 boxes for the Tauntauns, the Hoth Wampa there, and the Palitoy turret and probot playset, which is all complete. And then moving on to the next cabinet is the Dagobah action playset. And again, I didn't realise this got released in the UK, because I've since seen a Palitoy box where the print on the box is all over the box, whereas this is the Kenner one, and it's just a sticker, and the rest of the box is just like line art. So this is complete. It's even got the little R2-D2 adapter there, so you can raise R2-D2 up, and the R2-D2, the swamp, by the way, is repro. I just got some more sponge because when I got this, the swamp had degraded, as they all do. And this R2-D2 is the first ever figure that I've got. This is the actual R2-D2. And then you've got the backpack that you put Yoda in. That's never been opened. That's still in there. And down here, not sure why there's a big gap. Why is there a big gap? I have no idea. I need to do something with that gap. But there, the Imperial attack base is in the box, and just like the Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, I bought this second hand. It was like in a classified ad, so obviously it didn't come with a box. So I bought this off eBay, took out the playset out of the box, and put my original one in the box, and then sold the other one for a lot less than I actually paid for it, because just to get the box, I think I paid £110. I think I might have only sold the playset for like 30 or something. So yeah, that's a lot of money just to get a cardboard box. And here's the last mini rig that I needed for my collection. I didn't have this back in the day. I don't think this got released with the Return of the Jedi box. And I only started collecting in 83, 84, so by that time all the logos had changed to Return of the Jedi. There's the pink variant of the Snowspeeder box there. And then moving down, we're on Endor. So I've got my Scout Walker, Ewok Catapult, 2 speeder bikes, and the Endor Forest Ranger on the Ewok glider. And there's another spaceship I never had back in the day. Got this off eBay, and the stickers hadn't been applied, so they stayed like that. I didn't want to peel off vintage stickers only for them to not stick. Die-cast Star Destroyer. I think it's missing the Tantive 4 little model. Die-cast Snowspeeder. And then my original AT-AT. And snow speeder. And some accessories there. And the final case, oh no, it's not the final case, the penultimate case. So I've got my Ewok Village there. I've got a modern Endor layer at the top. Some random Ewoks. And there's a piece at the back there. I don't know if you can see it, I'll zoom in. So that is a piece of there's like a big tree that's fallen over in the Redwood Forest where they filmed the Endor scenes, and that is a piece of that tree. And that's probably the only screen used prop I've got. I mean, it could be from anywhere. That could be like, you know, just a tree from down the road, but I like to think it's from Endor. I mean, there's a certificate and everything, so it probably is from the actual tree. And moving down, we've got an X-wing I forgot I got. We've got a partially lifted bubble Luke Skywalker, an X-wing pilot, and an Empire Strikes Back card. Now that Creature Cantina, I bought that from Celebration Europe the same time I bought the Tatooine skiff. It was £60, and I bought it because the guy said, focus on it, the guy said it had been opened and all the contents were complete. When I got it back to the hotel room and had a look at it, it had never been opened. So I bought a sealed Creature Cantina. I'm not sure if the guy knew it was sealed, but I was hoping it was unsealed so I could open it and display my figures on it. So I've since bought another one that's been opened. But yeah, that's a sealed Creature Cantina. And got the Darth Vader's Star Destroyer and some carded figures. Got Power Droid, Ugnaught, Teebo and Logray. I think it's Teebo. Is it Teebo? Yes, it's Teebo. Like I said, I forget what I've got. And then on the bottom we've got the Kenner Death Star playset with the Yoda puppet. And then the final cabinet, we've got the original 12 on the collector's action stand. The little levers. The little levers that make them dance. It's not an original backdrop though. Need to look out for one of those. That's a repro. And the other Creature Cantina. That's got everything with it, including the working doors. And the collector's edition of the 3 pop figures in the original Kenner colours. And down here we've got the Palitoy radio controlled R2-D2. And then at the back you've got 12-inch R2-D2, well, the 12-inch scale R2-D2 with C-3PO, Luke, Han and Ben. Yeah, so none of these are complete apart from obviously C-3PO because he didn't come with anything. So Luke's got his lightsaber but he's missing his grappling hook. Han's got his medal but he's missing his gun. And Obi-Wan's missing his, I think did he come with a belt? Can't remember if he came with a belt or not. But he's missing his lightsaber. And then we've got some, I'm not sure why I've got a load of land speeders. So I've got 3 land speeders. So I didn't have the original land speeder growing up. And I think I got one off eBay, this one here. So this was about £35, complete in box. And then I got a Palitoy one, just because I wanted the Palitoy one because of the variations. You know, you got a sticker there instead of the moulded plastic. So yeah, I'm not sure why I've got another Kenner land speeder up there. And then finally, you've got Chewbacca, missing everything. I think he had a broken leg, so I've just glued it back. I do want to get another one, a complete one. And Darth Vader, missing his lightsaber. And then I've got a minty Boba Fett. That's got everything, you know, from his gun to his Wookiee scalps and the cape, and a very battered Empire Strikes Back box. And then finally down here we've got the Patrol Dewback. From what I remember, I don't think this got released in the UK. And I mean, I've never seen the Palatine variant of this. So yeah, I don't think they've released that over here. And above that cabinet we've got 3 shelf talkers. So other than the Return of the Jedi sellotape, I think these are the other rare pieces I've got, because a lot of these just got thrown out when the promotion ended, you know, when they changed the toys to the different films. 2 costumes, again with the plastic ponchos. So we've got Darth Vader, C-3PO, and over in this corner we've got the Return of the Jedi sweepstakes poster, which was advertised in a competition in America. I think this was one of the runners-up prizes. And next to that we've got my Ruby's Deluxe Darth Vader costume on a mannequin. And he's holding a with compliment slip signed by Dave Prowse. And on his shoulder we've got the Salacious Crumb from Galaxy's Edge, which used to appear in some of my intros. And the battery's gone. And then over here we've got my Darth Maul statue. That was in, I think they were in KFC's, or yeah, I think it was KFC or Burger King. There was this, Jar Jar Binks, and I think Yoda. And he's wearing a Palatine Archive hat that I got from Celebration Europe. Then I've got my spinner with most of these are just like the vintage collection figures. My custom made bell topper, whatever you want to call it. I used to have these hanging up in the toy shops. And there's some of the random figures there as well, like the Holiday Darth Vader. And some of the Black Series figures. And a couple of Power of the Force figures there, like Mon Mothma. Who's that? Slave Leia. And Endor Leia. And Biggs. Not Biggs, Porkins. And on top of the other cabinets we've got the large scale Millennium Falcon from, I think it was 2008. Imperial Shuttle, AT-AT Millennium Falcon and Snowspeeder. And you've seen this shot before from the title sequence. And I think that's it. Oh, that's if you don't count the TARDIS. That's just slap bang in the middle of the Star Wars room. So me and my dad built this long before this was going to be a Star Wars collector's room. And I don't have the heart to dismantle it. My dad passed away 5 years ago, and it's basically just a wardrobe where I keep a lot of my cosplay. So I've got my Martin McFly 2015 jacket there, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I've got an Alien t-shirt there, signed by Carrie Henn, who played Newt in Aliens. Han Solo, Bespin, Freddy Krueger, Indiana Jones, the 10th Doctor, the 5th Doctor, the 7th Doctor. You get the idea. And then there's just a bit of a dumping ground down there. Boxes and stuff. And then I really need to put these back on the wall. So that's my signed Carrie Fisher vintage collection, Princess Leia. That's when I met her at Celebration 4 2007. Then over here we've got Billy D. Williams, Anthony Daniels, Kenny Baker, Peter Mayhew and Mark Hamill. And then I've got the dumping ground of stuff I haven't found homes for yet. So I've got the Tantive 4 playset, TIE Bomber, a couple of the new board games, the Saga collection, Sandcrawler, and the new, well not new but the more modern Snowspeeder, Princess Leia and Wicket dolls, and a couple of other bits and pieces. Yoda backpack. Oh, and there's my Land of the Jawas, which I need to find another home for because it was on display in there, but I wanted to put my TIE Interceptor on display, and of course my big AT-AT, and a very yellowed X-Wing. Then there's the retro collection on here. I've not bothered going for a full set. I think I've got all the Star Wars ones. I'm just missing Boba Fett and Yoda from the Empire Strikes Back line. And then there's a few items from Galaxy's Edge. So we got some beer mats from Ogre's Cantina. There's a yellow crystal for the lightsaber that I built in Savvy's workshop. It was originally green, but then I wanted a yellow one. So who doesn't want a yellow lightsaber? And then got all the thermal detonator bottles. So Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite. That was a badge that they gave us, or a pin badge that they gave us for. I just noticed it's got a Mickey Mouse head on the back. They gave us that when we went into the Savvy's workshop to build the lightsaber, and I bought a lightsaber belt clip and Yoda's lamp that he steals off Luke in Return of the Jedi. Can't remember how to turn it on now. There we go. So that's all working. Then we've got the Galaxy's Edge Dasani water, random porg, and Ogre's Cantina menu that we borrowed. So it's got all the prices on there. What did I have now? I think I had the. It was what's it called? Yeah, so I had this one, the Blue Bantha. So it's blue milk served chilled with Bantha inspired vanilla butter sugar cookie, and that was $13. I think my wife had this one, which was like it was like a jelly with all these like popping candy things on it. think that's everything. If you're still here, thanks for watching. Just thought I'd do this quick video while it's May the 4th, and I think I'm going to be uploading another video on Friday, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
The Force will be with you.